That's a deep stretch in the ass. If you can't get as far down as I can, just start where you can. If you can barely get your legs like this, start where you can and just do little moves like this and let that be enough. All of this is going to be stretching your lower back and your glutes. And then eventually, if you're able to do this more and more, this allows your hips to open up, your thighs to get a nice stretch. And the more you do this, I recommend bouncing, not bouncing, but you know, doing this kind of movement. It just gets all those muscles pulled and then released, pulled forwards and then released. This, as you can see, is also a really good way to get a nice, I'm trying to get a nice bend in my full back forwards, because it's easy enough to get a bend here at the ribs where it's that natural cave, but I'm aiming for this, the flexibility of the lower back, and having my butt seated on the ground and pulling forwards is just getting a really nice glute stretch, which I'm also super proud of seeing right now. How cool is this? This feels really good in the ass. Yeah. So right now I've got my music on. If I choose to do this silently, I'm gonna just do that. If I feel like talking, well, I'm gonna just do that. Oh yeah. So back to it. Oh. Okay, so I am from this seated position of having both legs out, taking my left leg, and either you could put it out to the side from where you're standing here, or go ahead and raise it a little bit further along and then shift your weight. This is, if you've ever seen the pigeon, it looks kind of like this, how I'm moving from this position, shifting my weight upwards. This is a really nice glute stretch. I'm preparing for that move, and I'm just gonna start by doing the easier version, which is having this leg resting here, this one up, and I'm just gonna twist. This is getting a nice stretch in my glute, in my left glute back here. I'm getting a nice rotation, and it's pretty much, well, it's a similar step to this pigeon. I would just say this is more of a beginner or warm-up move to get your body prepared for it. Because if your knees aren't used to this kind of move, it can be kind of hard to keep up. And instead of just not doing it entirely, you can go ahead and just do what works for you now. So I have this leg extended and I'm twisting. So what you can't see with my foot here, but I'll show you now, when I turn, I'm turning, I have my weight on my, or I'm planted on my heel and I'm twisting with, like so. So sitting up, my foot's pointed upwards, twisting back, My foot is now sideways on the ground and I'm twisted. Same thing this side. So from the sitting position, raise your one leg, shift your weight onto it, or here in the middle. Play around, get into it. Cheese! And then twist back. Again, here I have my leg, my foot moving to the side here so that you can do this twist. So depending, if you lean slightly forwards, you'll feel it more in the butt cheek that is resting on the ground. If you lean backwards with your upper body back and twist, you'll notice it more up here. That's the cool thing about having a body. Depending on how you angle it, you're gonna reach different spots. So if you wanna reach the front region of your leg with your upper body back and twist it away, if you wanna reach the back side, twist your upper body, move your upper body forwards and twist. Yeah, super cool stuff. So if you are, have a tight ass, this is a really good move for you. And again, little moves like this, just jimmy it up, get those muscles a little bit looser. And I've noticed huge improvements in my flexibility because I don't do it just hold and stay. I like allow these small movements to go ahead and guide the muscles. I try it out and I do it often and it works and it feels awesome. Oh yeah. Okay, what else are we doing? Cool. Okay, so we are on our side, elbow is on the ground. We've got a nice 90 degrees, so my shoulder's right above my elbow is aligned here with my wrist, and all this is nice and flat. I'm allowed to leave myself on here. I have this leg on the ground, it's nice and bent, and the other one I'm gonna go ahead and extend and raise. And I'm gonna put on my music and see if I can get some jams in. What's it like if I do it? Oh fuck, okay. Okay, so I have now, from this position, twisted my upper body so that both my elbows are on the ground here. So my shoulders and elbows are pretty much aligned with a plank position. However, my lower body is still laying sideways on the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this raised leg and see what can I do out of this position. Okay, so my foot is facing sideways out like this when I've got my leg extended, and it's slightly behind this leg on the ground. See here? Because this, with my leg angled this way and behind me in the raising, I am training this side glute right here. Okay. And here, unlike where I had my upper body raised, I'm allowed to go ahead and let my ribs come to the ground, because I notice the lower I go with my upper body, the higher I'm able to raise my leg. I'm not aiming to be super high on my leg, or I'm not aiming to raise my leg super high. Sure. Yeah, you know what? For me, I'm trying to get my leg high up because I feel it more in my glutes, and I want to work on this range of motion. If you don't get this height, that's fine. Just start with where you're at. Okay. Yeah, let's give it a try from this side. So I'm gonna start with what we had here. Hi. Okay, so I have a 90 degree in my angle. So my elbow is right beneath my elbow. My elbow is also aligned with my wrist right here. leaning on this. The leg on the ground is nice and bent. The other leg extended. My foot is facing parallel to the ground, like so. And slightly behind, so I'm gonna go ahead and shift the angle. I'm trying not to kick anything over. So, see how it's slightly behind? And then raising. Cool. Yeah, okay, so I've got my ribs on the ground. And that's fine because I notice when I raise my legs like this, you gotta get that gable, that opposing pressure, stability on the ground. Yeah, and just play with angle. See what feels good, see where you notice it. I think above all it comes down to where do you feel it and getting that connection, like, oh, I feel it here. Oh, I feel it there. Oh, I feel, like, wherever you're at. Just to know what it's like to feel certain sensations in your body. Okay, what I've noticed today is feeling really good for me is this crisscross applesauce. I notice it in my glutes, in my booty. I have some sore muscles, and I notice that this position, at least today, is really doing it for me. It's not always like this. It always sometimes, depending on what you're working with. Ooh, that's long. Sometimes different moves are going to help you for whatever you're working with on that day. Right now, it's my booty, and right now, this is helping. This is similar to what we did here, except since we are now changing the angle, we are changing the move just slightly. It's completely lighting up different places in my anatomy, and it's just good stuff. Because the cool thing is, like, the more you move around, the more you try out, the more bases you're covering. Oh yeah. So let's go do other stuff now. Yeah, what would I like to do?